All right, I'll go through all my classes real quick. Okay, and then I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it, and then I'm gonna fucking get this ready for YouTube. YouTube, you motherfuckers are not getting an intro. I do not. I'm too corny for that shit. I don't want to sit here stuttering. So this is what you get. We're going through it. We're hopping right into this shit. All right, this is my vector class. I literally haven't changed this shit since like fucking week 1. I've been using it. This is my 93R. It's super simple. I actually use grip tape on this. Actually, never mind. I use muzzle booster, and then MP7. I'm not doing YouTube intro. Nope. No, thank you. P90. ACR. AK. Shout us out. Shout out Twitch chat. They're begging for a shout out. I would have them on the screen, but that's just too much shit on my screen. So we're just gonna leave like that. M16. M249. I literally haven't changed any of these classes. The only one that I maybe change would be like... Nah, I actually don't change anything anymore. And then my sniper. There's like all my main guns. I feel like everything else is pretty fucking ass. The double barrel is pretty fun. I just use this on it, but that's about it. Okay, those are my classes. Now I'm gonna go through my settings. Tell YouTube, what's up, brothers? That's from Bricky. Okay, you happy? What's good? What's good, Goppy? All right. Chat everybody in here. Oh shit, here's my stats. Let me flex that real quick. Anyways, let me go through my settings. This is all my gameplay settings. I haven't changed a single fucking thing since literally day 2 or something like that. I've just gotten comfortable on it. Just pause it if you need. I can go through like what each one does, but I like the FOV at 115. I play on stretch res, so 1680 by 1050. All right, copy. All right. I have my ADS transitioning on fucking blend. I don't know why. It just feels nice. Instant is more like COD. Blend is like just feels nice. Feels more smooth. So I keep it like that. I have auto sprint on 40, so I can still kind of walk, but like it's basically just auto sprinting. And then what else do I have that's weird? I have my HUD all the way down. I think everybody should have this down. It's just easier to see with your eyes. Dude, this guy wanted to shout out. Yo, Laser, thank you for the fucking prime, man. Welcome to Rackzy. Be a fan. Does a demon morning, afternoon, or night. Enjoy the no ads. Appreciate you. Chat, if you got a Twitch Prime, see the middle top of your screen. You can click it. I'm watching The Boys or something like that. It's a W fucking show. A recent episode was amazing. And you didn't know, you don't have to spend the money. You could just click it, link your Prime account, Prime sub to anybody, not just me, but I would appreciate it. And if you're on your phone, exclamation point Prime. What else do I have? I have my menu rotation on off. I don't like it really rotates. I like it pretty static, I guess the word would be. And I put you would always want your damage numbers on. My controller settings, I play on 0-0. I know a lot of people will be like, play on negative settings or some shit like that, like -2 or -1. I've tried it. It doesn't feel bad, but like they have it on default for a reason, and like you can't even change it in COD, so I just leave it. I have my reverse S curve on. It feels the nicest. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain that or what it does. It just feels nice. I've tried everything. I literally haven't changed any of this shit since day 1, day 2, day 3 when I was trying shit out. I have my ADS in 0.9, my horizontal and vertical in 50. It's like kind of high, but it's not that high. But I do have my acceleration on 1.5. Kind of feels the most like COD. So I keep it on 1.5. The Boys was amazing. Yeah, it was. The recent episode is one of the best episodes. What else do I have? I have my audio. Just put it on whatever. I keep my music all the way off. I put everything lower, like UI volume low, dialogue volume low, because you don't need it. But I have my SFX like pretty high. It's like footsteps and gun sounds and stuff like that. And then I usually change this up to like 70 if I'm trying or something, but I keep it on like 40, 30 to 40. Pardon me. I play stretch res, which I know a lot of people don't do, or a lot of people do. I like 1680 by 1050. Pause in the fucking doo-doo. Anyway, I like it. I don't know. I played on this shit on Valorant and CSGO, so I'm used to it, but it doesn't give you an advantage besides looking a little bit smoother. This guy looks so young. I am 21. I don't know. Anyway, my refresh rate is 240 hertz. It's just kind of like the most default shit to use. It's 240. I changed triple buffering recently, and I don't know why I had it on originally. Chat, anybody in here, if you've gone through my settings videos, this is the only setting I've changed in the last 3 weeks is triple buffering. I definitely turned this off. It helped like a lot. It feels a lot more smooth. It adds controller delay. I have your NVIDIA low latency one all the way on plus boost. If you have a bad fucking keyboard, then, or not keyboard, PC, sorry, then you want it on. But if you have a decent one or better than decent one, put on plus boost. You playing Valorant keyboard and mouse? Yeah, I play Valorant keyboard and mouse. Well, obviously. Anyway, my brightest contrast 9 and 12. DX12 is for if you have like a 49 or like a super series or better. I know they say like if you play in Windows 11, maybe have it. I play in Windows 11. I don't use DX12. I think it's bad. I have VSync off. You want VSync off on relatively every game you play, besides something like a fucking Elden Ring or something. If you're doing like an open world game, you can even have it off on that. But Sexy Red Bow Bow Bow. I'll play that after, buddy. It's not a thing. Oh wait, we're talking super VIP. I can super mod anybody in chat. They don't have to be a mod. I can give it to you through stream elements. Anyway, shadow quality I have a medium. I don't put it all the way up or all the way low because I think some shadows are good. Spot shadows low. All of this on low. You don't need any of this. It's not helpful at all. Resolution you want all the way up. Sharpening halfway done, halfway through. I don't want my screen to be too sharp or too fucking like smooth, blurry. So I think that's just the perfect amount halfway. Particle detail you don't need on. Just adds low FPS, adds input delay, shit like that. What's good, Bat? Why are we, dude? Chat is flirting. Sorry. Anyway, I have all of this off and on low. It just adds input stuff. Subsurface scattering. It just makes like light easier to pick up. So I have that on. Ambient occlusion all the way low. I'd put my object detail higher, but you have to do it through your files, and I just don't care. You don't really need it. It doesn't matter too much. You can't turn it on. You can't make it higher unless they fixed it, but I don't really care to change it. It just glitches back down to 39. Extra streaming distance is on 5. I keep it halfway. I don't want to use too much. Lens flare you want off. You don't want to fucking go blind when you look into the sun. Water quality on low because you don't need it. Terrain quality off, or low, sorry, and you want chromatic aberration off. Another setting that a lot of people ask for is this, your colorblind mode. I personally have, I'd also put flashbang effect on dark so you don't go blind, because flashes are fucking insanely bright in this game. But I play colorblind mode on Protanopia, or I play on any of them. Like, I don't have a specific, I just change it day in, day out when I get bored. Like, I'll probably just go to fucking Deuteranopia and be on my day. But those are, like, all my settings for the most part. Hi, YouTube mom, you're famous. Shout out Shipment. Are you happy? Sorry, chat. I'm not reading chat right now. I'm trying to get this for YouTube, and then I'll also post it in my Discord. Let me go to the range real quick. I'll do a little movement tutorial stuff that you should know to do, especially with the new patch and shit. Wow, playing this shit without music feels so dry. I feel like I'm fucking stupid. L streamer.
Practice those perishable skills, agent.
Just use this.
Loadout updated.
One thing I will say about this Vector class, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, the MP7 is the best shit. Like, literally, like, Vector's probably, realistically, in my opinion, the best gun in the game. Simply because if you go to its stats, you look at its detailed stats, its mobility literally makes it one of the fastest guns in the game. Like, second to none to this pistol. So, if you run these, like, attachments, it kills as fast as rapid fire and anything else. It has literally the fastest TTK with the fastest movement speed. And, like, I prioritize movement, so if you're definitely a movement player, I would definitely say use the Vector. It's just really fucking good. Anyways. So I use a Vector. Never actually been in this firing range. What the fuck?
You look like you know your way around
a few things to, like, just learn off the bat would just be, like, constantly jumping around. You can't B-hop anymore, unfortunately, which sucks. I know a lot of people wanted that out, but I don't think B-hopping actually did that much, besides just making it fun to do, like, something fun. One thing that I would just say to off the bat learn is just knowing how to crouch jump slide. So you wanna slide and jump at the exact same time, slide then jump, but basically pretty fucking relative to each other, right? So if you slide jump left, we'll go into part 2 of this. So what I do is if I slide jump left, I will counterclockwise strafe back to where I started. People, if you go like the other way around, the movement's a little different, but it's also a little bit harder to aim. Like, and you're just going forward back to where you came from. So you want to strafe into it. So you'll go sideways. It's kind of a little bit more like independent than COD, whereas COD you have to be looking where you're going. So you want to go sideways into it, and you'll go crouch slide, and you'll jump, and you'll go counterclockwise strafe, right? So you'll counterclockwise around a corner. So like I'll go like this. and it's a really good strafe mechanic that throws off a lot of aim assist as well as people just aiming or being centered on you. I think it's personally really good. So like I'll peek an angle like this, and then if I go to the right, I do it opposite, right? I go clockwise. That's probably just the honestly #1 mechanic you want to learn. So you just want to learn how to crouch jump slide. Basically just slide jumping. So you just slide jump while you're sprinting. You can go sideways. You don't have to look where you're going. You can also flick. It doesn't matter. And then next, all you want to learn to jump and then strafe. So you just want to strafe like this. Clockwise. And if you go right, clockwise, and then left, counterclockwise, right? Another thing that I will say, when you're going around corners in this game, you always want to stay moving. Never, ever, ever hold a pre-aim, or you'll just get fucked. Like, you'll literally just get fucked. If you stand still in this game, and you hold a pre-aim, and somebody jumps around a corner on you, they do exactly what I just did, you're just dead. It doesn't matter. You always want to be moving, even if you're just strafing like this. Just do it in a circle if you're on controller. If you're on mouse keyboard, just do it in a circle. Do it in a circular motion with your WASD. Just go WDAS or whatever the fuck, whatever order you want to do it in. You just always want to keep moving clockwise or counterclockwise. Aim assist on controller is stupid. I don't disagree with you, but I mean, it should be a thing just because of the directional planes. Like, you have 3D and 2D, right? Keyboard and mouse, you get your whole arm and wrist and everything else, whereas on controller, you do not. It's not as overpowered as COD either, but it definitely helps. Like, if you know somebody's about to peek you from here, so say I pop my recon, right, and I know somebody's like here, and they're behind this wall, I want to wait for them to jump out first, before I jump out first. Like, I can implement some clips so you guys see what I'm talking about, but what I want to do is I always want to jump out, you know, after they jump out, so I have the camera, just because especially in, like, this game, it has low tick rate servers, if you guys don't know what that is, basically registers how quick, like, everything happens, and, like, bullet reg and everything else. As well as hitboxes, which is why desyncing is also so bad because the tick rate is so low. Desyncing is like just dying 20 feet around the wall when you're here, because your hitbox still registers here because it doesn't register you around the wall. But you always want to stay moving in this game, like always. You'll see when I play that I'm always jumping around a corner like this, or I'm always slide jumping, or I'm just sliding around a corner. It's something that is just honestly the best thing you can do. It's even more overpowered than COD. Like, if I'm fighting against somebody and I'm standing still, bot moving like this, they have a better shot at hitting me. Whereas if I'm jumping around like this, like, I can switch from targets a little bit easier. I have a better chance of getting 2 kills, right? But you also gotta watch out for the fact that you can't spam jumping anymore. There's not really much else I would necessarily say to learn besides simply just always constantly moving. And another thing you want to do is look at your minimap constantly, because, you know, everything shows up on the map besides echelon, but you don't necessarily have to worry about that. You'll hear where the bullets are coming from, because suppressor and stuff like that doesn't, you know, cancel out the fact that you can hear it. At least I don't think so. But there's not really much else to learn besides just knowing that you constantly want to move. And oh shit, another thing you could actually add to your crouch sliding, and I don't necessarily know if this does anything, but I YY slide, so my gun is just automatically out. Whereas if I do this, it's not out. So like, I'll crouch YY. Like, you see me YY a lot in all my videos and stuff like that, or just on stream. Moving isn't just a playstyle, it's actually useful. I mean, yeah, movement isn't a playstyle. It is actually something that should be implemented in everybody's gameplay. If you're a casual, if you're not a casual, a sweat, you'll see, like, the more sweaty people tend to move around. Like, if you're a casual and, you know, you're complaining about somebody moving around too much, it makes sense. But at the end of the day, like, just become that. You know, everybody's going to do it. You might as well also do it. Learn to get used to it because it's a part of the game. And there's nothing that you can do about it rather than just understanding that that's something you want to do. There's not really much else to necessarily learn. And if you start implementing all this just into your games, I'm sure that you'll, you know, it's just comfortability. And it's literally just muscle memory. If you're on keyboard mouse, if you're on controller, you'll learn over time to do it more often. You don't even have to think about it. It'll just be second nature. It's kind of just more of like a flow thing. But just honestly never stop strafing. That's all this game is. It's like an Apex Legends shooter in a fact that, like, you never want to stop moving. Like in COD you can hold a pre-aim, in this game try to just not hold pre-aims. Always camera. Even if you're in the middle of the open and you can get a slide off, you're gonna slide to the side and then re-peek into something like this. Just do it. Just try and do it. And I wouldn't necessarily, a lot of people will say, you know, focus on the head because you kill in a bullet less. I wouldn't. You get less aim assist at the head. It's also harder to track in a game like this where hitboxes are so little. There isn't really strafing patterns. I would just say be unpredictable with your movement. Like, consistent strafing is worse than variable strafing. I completely agree. Do not have a strafing pattern. It is as simple as that. Don't like always go to the left. Don't always strafe to the left because your aim assist will drag. If somebody's tracing you and you're just strafing in a straight line, that's all they have to do. Whereas if you're going like this, they have to actually control their analog stick, and their aim assist is just inherently worse, right? So you'll see that I don't always stay in the straight line. I'm literally just moving my controller, and then it's just pure muscle memory on me aiming with it. Like if I'm going to the right, I'll aim with it to the left, and vice versa. But that's basically about it. If you start doing this, you implement all of this into just your gameplay, and you know like what your class is good for. Like if your class is a strafe speed gun, then you want to strafe with it, right? You want to keep aimed in more than you want to be out of your aim, rather than you want to be, you know, in hip fire mode or whatever the fuck you would call it. Yeah, I play claw. Wow. I play claw with 2 pedals. I have a dual sense edge. My left pedal is jump, my right pedal is crouch. Left, right. But I don't know. It's as simple as always stay moving, never strafe in a pattern, and just try your best to camera everything in a game like this. Whereas in Call of Duty you can hold a pre-aim, I would say in this game that you just try to not want to do that. But that's kind of just as simple as it is.